guys, it's Stock Curry, and today I've got an update for you on some of my old stock picks. I've also got a major cryptocurrency update, and I'm going to talk about the Fed meeting, earnings, and other things that you need to know about before the markets open on Monday. So let's get into it! Okay, the first thing we need to talk about today are some cryptocurrencies. Now, cryptocurrencies have really rebounded. They are running up, getting well above crucial EMA levels. They have bounced off of critical support levels, and it really looks like crypto appears to be on a new bull run. Now, the most recent rise is due in part to Elon Musk saying that he owns Ethereum. Also, Elon Musk saying that Tesla would start accepting Bitcoin again. Also, Amazon and Twitter came out saying that they are hiring crypto experts, so that is definitely a nod from tech firms that is helping crypto rise as well. So later on in this video, I'm going to be giving you a few cryptocurrencies that you might want to consider investing in. And the next thing we need to talk about is a sector rotation that might be happening soon. Right now, large cap tech stocks are overbought. Buying a large cap tech stock right now would be like buying a high growth stock back in February. You don't want to buy when stocks are overbought and due for a pullback. Small cap high growth stocks, on the other hand, are oversold. So now is the time that you want to be investing in small cap high growth stocks. Remember, the name of the game is to buy low and sell high. So now is the time to be buying these small cap high growth stocks and to be selling the large cap high tech stocks. Okay, the next thing you need to know for this week is the fact that the Fed is meeting on Wednesday and Thursday this week, and the Fed chairman is expected to speak on Thursday. Now, the Fed is not expected to announce any changes to policy yet, but what everybody is going to be looking out for is when they might start cutting back on bond buying. Some economists are expecting the 10-year Treasury yield to drop to 1.1% from its Friday close of 1.28%. If that happens, then that will really be good for high growth stocks. The next thing that you need to know for Monday is earnings. There are over 165 S&P 500 companies that are reporting earnings this week, and many of them are some of the largest names in the NASDAQ 100. On Monday, we have Tesla reporting. On Tuesday, we have Google, Apple, AMD, and Microsoft. On Wednesday, we have Facebook and PayPal, and on Thursday, we have Amazon. So far, 87% of earnings have beat estimates. Most company stock prices have been rising after earnings, so we can expect the same thing to happen this week. That means the NASDAQ and S&P, and in turn the QQQ and SPY, will most likely rise this week. But because large cap tech stocks are already overbought, there's at least a chance that these will pull back after earnings. Now, if they do, that is going to cause the NASDAQ and the S&P to drop this week. So just be on the lookout for that. That is actually one of the reasons why I have not yet sold my QQQ puts. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about with you guys is some training. Now, if you are a new investor, you've never invested before, maybe you're just got started with this, maybe you started back in March or April, May, June, something like that, and you're just trying to figure out this whole stock market investing thing, I highly recommend that you take a training course to help you learn how to invest in the stock market and how to make money profitably. Now, by far the best training course I have ever found is ZipTrader U. I reached out to ZipTrader and I negotiated a 15% discount for you. That's actually better than the discount he's offering his own viewers right now. So if you want to take advantage of that, if you want to learn how to invest in the stock market, you want to learn how to trade profitably, I have a link for ZipTrader U down in the description of this video. Just click on that link, enter the promotion code that I've got listed there, and you get 15% off ZipTrader U. Alright, let's get into our stock picks. Now, for those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks on YouTube. Each day, I watch hours of YouTube videos, and then I consolidate all of the stock picks from the top YouTubers into a single video. I give you both the cliff notes on their stock picks as well as my analysis on their stock picks. Now, if anything I talk about today piques your interest, make sure you listen to who I say talked about that stock and then go watch their video to get the full details on what they said. Now, all I ask for putting all of this together for you guys is that you hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. Alright, before we get to today's stock picks, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor and none of the YouTubers I analyze are financial advisors either. Nothing I talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. These are just my opinions which may or may not be accurate. Please do your own research before investing in any asset. Now, if you're wondering what you're looking at right now, this is the Webull desktop app. Webull is the app that I use in my videos, and it is also the app that I use for my trading. If you'd like to get 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up using my link in the description below and deposit just $100, Webull is going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. Now, taking a quick look at the futures, we can see that the Asian markets are down significantly right now, and the futures are all down also. So at this point, it looks like Monday might be another major red day, but we'll have to wait and see how the pre-markets actually open. All right, let's get into our crypto picks, and then we'll get into our stock picks. First up is ADA. This is Cardano. With ADA already being proof of stake and now adding smart contracts, a lot of people are debating whether Cardano or Ethereum will be the best crypto to own right now. StockMo thinks Cardano and Ethereum will do well, and he likes the idea of investing in both. Now, Larry Jones and myself both like ADA better than ETH, and StockMo likes ETH better than ADA. I do agree with StockMo that investing in both ADA and ETH is the smart move. I also think that both of these coins will perform quite well over the next few years. Next up is BTC. This is Bitcoin. StockMo thinks BTC will get to $100,000 a coin within the next 5 years. That means you could potentially triple your money in the next 5 years. And next up is DOT. This is Polkadot. This crypto is unique in that it links all of the different blockchain networks such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano together. StockMo likes DOT as one of the best cryptocurrencies to invest in. It hasn't been performing that well lately, but that does give DOT more upside potential than a lot of other altcoins. Next up is ETH. This is Ethereum. StockMo explained how ETH will undergo 3 halving events over the next 12 months. This will significantly reduce the selling pressure on ETH. ETH selling pressure could drop by as much as 90%. On August 4th, a little over a week from today, EIP 1559 will be released, which is going to reduce the amount of Ethereum in circulation by 30%. With Ethereum becoming a deflationary asset, where more ETH is being burned than is being mined, StockMo thinks Ethereum will overtake Bitcoin in market cap in the next 5 years. In fact, StockMo thinks Ethereum will outperform all other cryptocurrencies over the next few decades. And the last cryptocurrency I want to suggest is MATIC. This is Polygon. Polygon is a multi-chain scaling solution for the Ethereum blockchain designed to reduce the speed and cost of the Ethereum network. StockMo believes that as Ethereum becomes more popular and rises in value, that MATIC will rise in value along with it. The price of MATIC won't necessarily rise in relation to the price of ETH, since those are coin-based values. Instead, Polygon should rise in price in relation to the amount of use that Ethereum blockchain gets. Okay, let's get into our stock picks, and first up is AMC. This is AMC Movie Theaters. Keen and Grace discussed the new NSCC 010 rule that has been proposed. NSCC 010 would establish a securities financing transaction clearing service, that's a mouthful, that they want to call SFT clearing service. Securities financing is basically a loan using owned securities as a collateral. In other words, margin. This will provide more liquidity to the markets and will also increase the number of shares available to borrow. The reason is because when you put your shares up as collateral for the loan, the person who received those shares can then lend them out for shorting. The DTC believes that by having more shares in the market, that will decrease the number of failure to delivers and also decrease the number of naked shorts. Now, this could have a lot of implications for a stock like AMC that has a lot of failures to deliver and a lot of naked shorts. This could significantly increase the buying pressure since there will be more shares available to purchase, which in turn means fewer failures to deliver. But there is a nasty side to this also. This could also increase the amount of short selling that happens on AMC. Right now, hedge funds are limited in how many shares they can short. If they want to short more shares, they have to do naked shorting. But if more shares are available to borrow, that will increase the number of shares that can legally be shorted. So NSCC 010 will increase both the buying pressure as well as the shorting pressure on AMC. In my honest opinion, I think NSCC 010 will increase the volume, but won't necessarily have an effect on the stock price. Next up is GM. This is General Motors. They're an American vehicle manufacturer getting into EVs. I wanted to give you an update on GM because this is one of my stock picks and I haven't talked about it in a while. From a business perspective, GM's future looks bright with them planning to go 100% electric by 2030. I still believe GM will be the #2 EV manufacturer in the world, right behind Volkswagen. Now, the stock price has really suffered over the past few months. Most recently, that is due to some concerns about GM's Chevy Bolt electric vehicles that have been catching fire while charging. That's obviously not good PR and is going to seriously set GM back on their plans to dominate the EV space. While the problems with the Chevy Volt are bad for GM in the short term, it could be good for you because it gives you a chance to buy into GM stock at a discount. At this point, I do think GM will drop down to at least the 200-day EMA, which closed Friday at $51.40. The only problem is that you just don't know how low GM is going to go, and we don't want to try to catch a falling knife. So I think you should get GM on your watch list, and you might want to consider buying GM as a long-term growth stock once it bottoms out and starts going back up again. Long-term, GM should perform great. The forward PE ratio is only 7.96, which makes GM really cheap right now. In my mind, this is one of the best value stocks you can buy right now. And if you are patient, it will probably be an even better buy in a week or two. The average analyst one-year price target is $80.80, which represents a 47% upside potential. Next up is HLLPF. This is Hello Pal, and this was one of my stock picks, and it's been about a month since I last talked about it, so I wanted to give you an update. As you can see, the stock price has been absolutely crushed over the past month. And just like most high growth stocks, HLLPF is now oversold and is quite cheap. I do want to let you know that I have not sold any of my HLLPF. I am down 50%, but I'm not selling, and I want to explain why. HLLPF got crushed because a lot of the stock price was pricing in success with HelloPal's cryptocurrency mining. Unfortunately, China banned all cryptocurrency mining, and that eliminated a lot of the value that was built into HLLPF. Now, I've been waiting for HelloPal to talk about China's crackdown on cryptocurrency mining and how that would affect their business, and HelloPal finally gave a press release a few days ago. The press release gave some very important points. First, HelloPal has cryptocurrency mining in both China as well as other international locations. So HLLPF has not been affected significantly by China's crackdown on cryptocurrency mining. Further, HLLPF is moving forward with their plans to launch CryptoPal, which is the app that will allow people to invest in Dogecoin and Litecoin miners and share in the profits. Further, HLLPF's monthly revenue continues to increase every month, and they haven't even launched their cryptocurrency mining app yet. Most of this revenue is from HLLPF's core HelloPal app. So in summary, while the risks to HLLPF have increased due to China's crackdown on cryptocurrency mining, because HelloPal has their mining machines located all over the world, there has not been any effect on HLLPF's core business. The revenues also continue to grow. So fundamentally, HLLPF is an even better company than when I first mentioned it. And the fact that HLLPF's stock price is half of what it was when I first mentioned it means that HLLPF is a far better value today than it was a few months ago. I think the FUD that has hit Chinese stocks in both risk to cryptocurrency mining as well as the risks in the ADR delisting are the main reasons why HLLPF stock prices dropped so much. The risks may have increased, but I believe the continued improvement in the company's financial outweigh the increased risk to the stock. And that is why I have not sold any of my HLLPF. I remain long-term bullish on HLLPF. Next up is HOOD. This is Robinhood. HOOD is set to IPO on the NASDAQ on Thursday, July 29th. Keenan Grace reviewed a Barron's article that explained how Robinhood might have major revenue problems in the future. The reason is because the main way Robinhood makes money is through payment for order flow. Payment for order flow is when a company like Citadel pays Robinhood to route orders through them. Citadel, as a market maker, then makes money off of the bid-ask spread and pays Robinhood a small fee for that privilege. But payment for order flow is being reviewed by the SEC, who is raising concerns about the fairness and therefore the future legality of it. If the SEC outlaws payment for order flow, that could seriously hurt Robinhood's business. And as ZipTrader pointed out, Robinhood is coming off of strong growth from an explosion in retail traders from October 2020 through March 2021. But the number of retail traders who are invested in the market right now has cooled off significantly since March. And unfortunately, we don't know how that has affected Robinhood's business since Q1. So there's a chance that since the retail trading industry has cooled down significantly since March, that Robinhood's growth may have slowed down significantly also. Now, while HLLPF might not make a good long-term hold, you can make money off of it as a day trade. A while back, I explained how very popular IPOs will often run up massively in the first few minutes of trading. The trick is to buy HLLPF as soon as it starts trading and then sell on the first red candle, ignoring the very first candle in the first 60 seconds. And I'm talking about the 1-minute candles here. You can often make a 10 to 20% profit in just a few minutes by doing this trade. You probably won't hold for more than 3 to 5 minutes, but this day trade is very effective. It will only work if HLLPF opens for trading higher than the official IPO price though, because opening above the official IPO price means there's a lot of buying pressure. So again, the play is, if HLLPF opens for trading higher than the official IPO price, you buy in within the first 60 seconds of trading and then sell 3 to 5 minutes later on the very first red candle. As with any play, this is not 100% guaranteed to work, but it does work most of the time. Next up is INFL. This is Horizon Kinetics Inflation Beneficiaries ETF. This is an ETF that is comprised of companies that should perform well during times of high inflation. This is a new ETF that was just launched in January. INFL is up 18% since its launch. This ETF holds companies that perform well during high inflation, including healthcare, pharmaceuticals, energy, raw materials, and precious metals. If you are concerned about high inflation, then INFL is an ETF that you will definitely want to consider investing in. Next up is LCID. This is Lucid Motors. They're an American EV manufacturer. This was formerly under SPAC symbol CCIV. The vote was approved on Friday, and the CCIV ticker is now changed to LCID. It'll be very interesting to see what happens to LCID now that the merger is complete. A lot of people think LCID will drop for about a week before going back up again, but nobody really knows for sure. And last, we have XONE. This is XONE. They're a 3D ceramic and metal printer. This was one of my early stock picks. Now, I haven't talked about XONE in about 4 months, so I wanted to give you an update. XONE dropped just like a lot of other high growth stocks did over the past few months. And just like a lot of other high growth stocks, XONE is now oversold. Unfortunately, XONE's financials haven't been great. The last time XONE reported earnings, they reported a 2.7% decrease in year-over-year revenue. They also continue to do share offerings, which is putting more downward pressure on the stock price. So all of that said, I think the risk factors for XONE have increased since I last spoke about it 4 months ago. I think the drop in share price is somewhat justified, but not entirely. I do think XONE is oversold at this point, and that is backed up by the technicals. I do think there's a lot of upside potential with XONE. And the analysts agree. The average 1-year analyst price target is $31, which represents an 89% upside potential from Friday's closing price.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and get a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is. And just a heads up, this is my 10-year anniversary coming up this weekend, so there will be no video next Monday. Now, if you're looking for a broker to trade with, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up and deposit just $100, Webull's going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. Now, if you're not a US resident, or if you're looking to trade OTC penny stocks, then I recommend Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers is a great platform. They have highly discounted trading throughout the world, with trades starting at just $1 Canadian dollar, 4 euros, or 6 Australian dollars, depending upon where you live. Now, both Webull and Interactive Brokers both give you the full pre-market and after-hours trading from 4 a.m. until 8 p.m. Eastern, and I do have material connections with both Webull and Interactive Brokers, so when you sign up for either one of those, not only are you getting a great broker to trade with, you're also helping me to continue to produce these great videos for you. Now, finally, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.